If you don't know what a brony is a male fan of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. If you think about it, it's like, you know, bro and pony put together, have a baby, and then you can get brony. And if it's a black bro, it's a brownie. Delicious. A 9-year-old boy is being picked on at his school for loving My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. He brought a pony backpack to school, and the boys made fun of him. And you know what he did? You know what he said? I don't care. I like ponies. I'm going to do it anyway. You know, kids bring it to school. The kids keep picking on him. The kids keep picking on him. The kids keep picking on him. And the school solution isn't to punish the people that are picking on him. But instead, the solution is to have him not bring the backpack to school anymore. How stupid are you? How messed up is that? You're telling the bronies that they can't be bronies. You telling this kid who found an identity in something that he cannot have his identity. To you, it's just a backpack. I understand that. To you, school board, whoever you are, it's just a backpack. But that kid, that's an extension of who he is. That's something he feels like he belongs to. And it's something that he loves and enjoys thoroughly. Tell me he can't represent that? It's like telling me he can't be who he is. And you're also letting the bullies win. I don't know if you understand that. You're letting the tormentors torment. You're letting them get what they want. That's the wrong message to send. Flat, point blank. And I do this very often, and I will do it again. I will cite my affinity to Pokemon and how I got bullied for loving something that I loved that wasn't popular at the time. Yeah, when I was 9 years old, yeah, Pokemon was the thing. It was in. You know, all the kids did it. But as I get older, it fell by the wayside. When I'm in high school, not cool anymore. I got made fun of. I got held up by my neck against a locker. Like that. Because I refused to put down my Game Boy. I refused to stop playing. I didn't care what they had to say about me. Because I loved who I was. And I loved what I loved. The first fight I ever almost got in was in the lunchroom. I had my Nintendo, I think it was Advance, the Game Boy Advance, because, you know, we had the link cables. We were like trying to get the whole straight. Me and my friend Brian trying to like link up and trade Pokemon. And just doing this. And then some kid threw an apple over towards our table. And it missed, luckily, you know. But we looked like, okay, that's crazy. Maybe there's a food fight going on, but let's just keep doing this, Brian. So then, anyway, still linking up, you know, Pokemon's going through, and the kid threw another apple, and the apple landed right on my Game Boy and disrupted the link. Now, not only did I not get my Pokemon, but this kid was being rude. He's being a jerk. He's being a bully. And even though I've never been in a fight, I've never been one to back down for confrontation. Especially when it's something that's not going to go away. So I got up, went over there. I was like, hey, you have a problem with what I'm doing right now? Am I bothering you in any way? Am I bothering you? And keep in mind, I'm like, you know, this short. My voice is like not this deep. So I'm like, am I bothering you in any way? What am I doing? What is the problem? And he gets in my face and he goes, yeah, you're being a weirdo. You got a problem with that? You know, he pushes me. And I push back. And then all of a sudden, the lunch lady runs up and grabs me. I don't know why she grabbed me. Because, like, you know, obviously I was not going to win that fight. But the lunch lady grabs me and she holds me. I'm like, no, I'm just going to fake this. I'm like, leave me up. I'm going to get my Pokemon on you. And I'm like, you know, I'm ready to get this thing on. At least I'm ready to pretend I am. But I got so riled up in that moment that after that kid never messed with me again. Because I stood up for what I believed in. I was willing to pretend to fight. And I'm not saying this kid needs to fight. I'm not saying that he needs to get up and punch somebody in the face or fight back. Maybe he should. I'm not saying he should, but maybe he should. But I am saying that being willing to let the bullies know that what they're doing is not all right is the best course of action. And the school, whoever you are, that doesn't understand that you're just reinforcing negative behavior, get a freaking clue. One of the best lessons I've ever learned in my life was another time where I stood up for my Pokemon fandom. In school, playing Pokemon every day. Kid makes fun of me all the time. Maybe I think it's the same guy that actually choked me in the hallway. But anyway, play Pokemon all the time. And then one day he just asked me, man, he goes to me, he says, Chris, all right, man, I gotta ask you, Why are you so into this stuff? Like, obviously it makes you a dork. Obviously, like, everybody else doesn't like it. So what's your deal? And I'm like, man, it makes me happy. I'm sorry. It makes me happy. You know, it's cool, it's fun, and I have a community on the internet, and it's just a great thing. I go to forums, and it's amazing. And it's so much fun. I don't think you understand how much fun it is. You get to fight and go on adventures, and it's just great. And this kid looks at me and goes, you know, I'll be honest, you're so into it, maybe it is kind of cool. Let me know how you play it. And I sat there and showed him how to play Pokemon. And then the next day, maybe 2 days later, I don't know, he came to school, he bought a Game Boy, he bought Pokemon Blue, and you know what we did? Do you know what we did? We played Pokemon together. I showed him the finer points. I showed him how to battle. I showed him how to capture. Okay, maybe he did it himself, but he learned how to capture. And it was one of the most defining moments of my life that told me that I should never back down from what I love. Like, think about this. What if you have a yarmulke? What if you have a religious hat that you have to wear, or you want to wear? Just say you want to wear it. You don't even have to. You're going to wear it. And the kids make fun of you for that. You're going to take away your yarmulke? No. They're going to say to the bullies, back off. He's different, or he wants to do this thing that you don't do, and that's it. Back off. And they should say this about this too. Because this is the same thing. It is someone making a stand for what they love and what they believe in. He's not going to stop loving My Little Pony. It's not going to go away. And for whatever reason, they're not going to stop messing with him. They're going to find something new. Be it ponies, be it his height, be it his voice, whatever it is, they will find something new. So I implore you to make smarter decisions. I implore you, if you're watching this right now, if you are a bully or have been a bully, or you've been bullied, to understand that A, if you've been bullied, it's not your fault. B, don't change who you are. C, bullies, I'm speaking to you at this point. Figure out what's wrong with you that makes you not able to accept people for who they are and who they want to be. We should not all be the same. Maybe there's something special with that thing that person loves. If it's not hurting you, back off. Bronies, non-bronies, how you guys feel about this? Because I know some of you guys that watch me are brony haters. But you got to realize that we all deserve our chance to love what we love, whether other people think it's weird or not. Like, it doesn't make them fags, as some of you guys would say. It just makes them a fan of something. And if they are fags, as some of you guys would say, so what? Let them be what they're going to be. It doesn't affect you. I mean, unless they're like racist, because like racists like hurt other people.